Viola Liuzzo, a civil rights activist, was murdered by the KKK after the historic Selma March. The wife and mother of 5 had traveled to Alabama in response to MLK Jr.'s call for volunteers, telling her husband that the civil rights struggle was everybody's fight. On March 25, 1965, the final day of the Selma to Montgomery March, Liuzzo was shuttling marchers from Montgomery to Selma in her car, along with a fellow activist, 19-year-old Leroy Moton. When she stopped at a red light, a car filled with local KKK members pulled up alongside them. When they saw Liuzzo, a white woman, and Moton, a black man, together, they followed, pulled a gun, and shot directly at Liuzzo. She was killed by a bullet to the head. Moton, who was covered in her blood, pretended to be dead when the Klan members investigated the crashed vehicle. Liuzzo's murder shocked millions, along with the outrage at the violent treatment of many of the Selma protesters, helped to spur the signing of the 1965 Voting Rights Act 5 months later. Liuzzo, who had grown up in deep poverty in Tennessee, was already an active member of the Detroit NAACP when she saw television footage of the beating of hundreds of civil rights activists by the Edmund Pettus Bridge during the first attempted march to Selma on March 7, 1965. Horrified by Bloody Sunday, she decided to heed Dr. MLK Jr.'s call for volunteers to come to Selma to help in the struggle. Her husband was opposed to her plan, telling her that civil rights isn't your fight. She responded, "It's everybody's fight," and drove to Selma to volunteer during the 4-day march from Montgomery to Selma. After her death, many civil rights leaders, including King, James Farmer, and Roy Wilkins, attended Liuzzo's funeral. The 4 Klan members were arrested. One of them was a paid informant for the FBI, protected from prosecution. The others were found guilty in a federal trial and sentenced to 10 years. In an attempt to obscure that an informant was in the car, FBI Director Edgar Hoover began a smear campaign to the press, directed at Liuzzo, including allegations she was a drug addict and that she was having an affair with Moton. Hoover and the FBI's role in the smear campaign was uncovered in '78 when her children obtained FBI case documents under FOIA. While her story was largely forgotten for many years, Liuzzo's commitment and sacrifice received more recognition in recent years. She was awarded the 2017 Shuttlesworth Human Rights Award from the SCLC, which honors outstanding individuals who contributed to civil and human rights.